Hey friends, hey everybody, I love you guys. I haven't been really able to do much. It's been a really busy week for me, last couple of weeks, so I'm trying to get a short video out. Today we're going to be working on the front, putting on the front tire of my bike and balancing it, so I can start riding it, but it is going to be rainy, so hopefully it won't be too bad, but I gotta get all this stuff off of my bike because of my brother's project truck. He decided he was going to pile his crap on my motorcycle. So let's get it cleaned up, everything kind of moved around, and we'll start work. We'll bring all this stuff inside. Not only we can and we can Alright, now we gotta switch with this door we have open. So I gotta open this other door here. Alright, let's take a good look at this. So, this rear tire is actually not bad. It was replaced last year and it didn't really get rode at all. Has some major wiring that needs done. That's next winter's project. But look at this front tire. It's completely bald. It doesn't exist. So we got to pull that caliper off. Pull the speedo off on the other side and take that front tire off. So, knock out where we can work on a little bit. goes my pen. No one on YouTube needs to see me naked. Alright. I just need to get the jack over here. So, try to do that. We'll cover up the electronics because odds are it's going to rain. Already has a little bit. Holy. I should probably get you guys inside. You hear that thunder rolling? Holy cow. Jiminy crickets. Alright. Well, what I'll do is I'll put you guys inside. I'm going to get this turned around to where I can work inside here. And then I'll bring you back. It's weird being under pressure from the camera. Under pressure. Alright, the only problem is my tools are split between here and my house. So, I'm going to take it off of what I got down here because I ain't running up there. But, we'll see what we can get done. That bolt. I'm not exactly sure how this comes off, so I've never had to take it off before. So we'll figure it out, but should be entertaining either way. Alright, well this was a fail. I'm going to upload this because I don't have anything else right now. And I don't have the proper tool to take the front tire off. I don't think anybody does because somebody put a fucking hex nut in there, which is not what it's supposed to be, according to the diagrams online that I have. So, I'm done for the day, I guess, and thank you guys for joining me. This will probably be on the ground by the next time you see it, because I'm not even going to do anything. I'm going to make it so I can close the door. And I'm going to go home, because I'm furious right now that I don't have the tools for this. I have thousands of dollars worth of tools, and I don't have a hex nut that size. I got stuff that's too big, but I don't have anything that's the right size. So, I gotta go buy more tools. But, to you guys, catch you later. Thank you guys for joining me on this stupid endeavor that didn't go anywhere. But, you know, I love y'all. Spread love, guys. Not all this war that's going on. So, alright, guys. Take it easy. Alright, well, we're back on the Intruder. Yeah, it's in there. My brother brought his tools, and he has a 12 hex nut or Allen key, and we're gonna get the front tire off this. With the two of us, we should be able to at least get this jack in there and balanced properly, and whatever we need to do to make it work. So, yeah. Nope. So we got a board under there. We're gonna put ratchet straps on it, I think. In your car or in Audrey's car? My car. Okay, so we'll have to run up to the house. Yeah, I don't have anything here.
No, hold up. Hold up. Let off real quick. We gotta
move the jack. Yeah.
Yeah. Where it'll balance itself. Obviously, we're not gonna trust it like that. If it balances itself, that's where it's gonna want to sit.
Now the issue is this is not a motorcycle jack. It is a car jack, and we are using it for a non-intended purpose.
Yeah, I have a motorcycle jack.
Yeah, he owns a motorcycle jack, but just not smart enough for me to.
Balance.
Good. So we just gotta strap it to that board, and pray it doesn't fall.
Yeah, pretty much.
See, I was trying to only lift the front because I don't need to lift the back.
I mean,
I actually have a new tire coming for this, but this is a brand new fucking tire. It got put on last year, and it still has nubs, which means it hasn't even been ridden that much.
the nubs will stay on as long as you're not cornering too hard.
Yeah, but when I sold it to the dipshit, he put the brand new tire on it, and then I bought the bike back from him.
Yeah. Once we go get the ratchet straps, we can drop the jack, push the bike back a little bit to where we're leaning more forward the front.
Yeah, so we're lifting more of the front, so the back tire kind of stays down.
Of the bike.
All right, so I'll run up and grab some straps, and I'll be ready. All right, so it's strapped up. Let's watch this fail. All right, go for it. We only need to get it high enough for the front tire to come off the ground.
Front tire's off.
Perfect. Hey, it's way better than.
I should have been an engineer.
I should have been an engineer. See, I tried to do this yesterday, but it was so fucking dark because of all the rain and shit, I couldn't find a...
Oh, you tried to strap a board on?
Yeah, I tried to strap a board, but I couldn't find one that was going to work.
I made your tire, I was like, it doesn't matter, because you didn't have the fucking tool.
Yeah, I didn't have the tool either.
You ready to on it?
Yep, caliper's off. It's ready to come off. Wrong way. Wrong way. Yeah. No.
Ratchet. Ratchet. Tighten makes clicky noise. Loosen. Don't make clicky noise. Also, you see these Allen heads?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're not going to be able to break that loose until those are loose.
No, there's only one.
Oh, it's only on that side?
Yeah.
Okay. So.
Alright, let's take a close up at this. Well, we gotta break that key loose to break this key loose. And that is the axle. Then we gotta take all of this apart. And then all of this should just drop right out afterwards. Hopefully.
That axle actually should thread into your fork. Mine had an axle with another bolt on the inside that threaded into the axle. My big thing. Hey, you said you're missing 2 bolts. Are these it?
No, those are the caliper bolts. It's the right size, but it's not the right size.
It might be not metric.
It's not metric.
Alright.
Because that's 5.5 and 6 doesn't fit. Oh no, 6 does fit. It must have had shit in there and wouldn't sit in there. Question is, which way do I go?
Left.
Which way's left? Up or down?
I don't know.
It's not moving either. It's not going either direction.
Alright, yeah. It's up.
Which is the way I was going, but it wasn't working. I loosened it.
You also had one hand, and I was just kind of... I mean, I didn't pull really hard at all.
I was afraid to fucking snap the fucking wrench.
I wasn't.
It was bending.
Yeah, fuck that wrench.
So that didn't help my case, because it's not my
I don't think
tool.
it needs to fully come out, but...
It doesn't matter. Nice little keeper bolt. I'll put that over.
Watch it. This thing is fucking 15 years old.
I'm going to turn this out here. So if you ever need a makeshift, I don't suggest doing this, but okay. Hang on. I'm going to have to take this off first. Because that's going to spin off with it.
Is this man?
Yeah.
Okay. You got, what the fuck? Is that pliers or a
It's
press?
gnarled. It's not pressed. I think it's screw on. So I need to grab car pliers. Here, you want to hold this? Thanks.
I don't have pliers in there, I don't think. If it took a fucking wrench like a normal goddamn brake line. Yes, I do not have my pliers in here. Channel locks are the best. Those channel locks suck dick.
What?
I'm not gonna lie, I was standing here, but I don't think I was on you. I'm not a cameraman.
I'm not a cameraman. That is crunchy.
That is broken.
Oh,
Is that a wheel speed sensor? Or?
yeah. That spins, it spins this, and it spins so down.
That's weird.
It's mechanical.
I mean, that's
back in the day,
that's kind of
how
cool.
everything worked.
That's kind of cool because mechanical things don't break. Well, they definitely break.
Now you
mechanical things last longer.
Now you can rotate it all you want. I'll just go a little bit further and it stopped. You gotta be fucking kidding me. Alright. Now inside here should be a helical gear that's connected to the wheel. So as this spins, it spins that. And this was made in the 90s, so I guarantee you that odometer isn't one of those 70s style odometers that you can literally run in reverse and turn the numbers down.
Wise and slender.
Back in the 70s, you used to be able to do that.
That's because back before everyone was extremely greedy, you didn't have to worry about people lying to you. That, and of course, made it 20,000 miles. Oh. 100,000 miles. 120, we'll go with that. Is this whole bolt just
I don't see it moving. It should pull out.
No, it's still back now.
Oh.
Hey, you got an impact?
I do.
Never use impact one. No.
But you can break it loose by hand and then use an impact.
If he didn't break his piece, actually I don't know if it's threaded anymore. I think I just need a better grip now. I think I got it all the way out.
Well. We can find out. Cameras. I don't know what the camera's looking at, but probably not anything interesting. Yeah, I have a new channel. Oh shit. Oh! Alright.
No, it's your spacer.
So,
Straight.
what is this? Oh, this is a live axle, so we're going to have to clean that axle. That makes sense. So this whole thing spins inside there, and that's what drives the speedometer. So in other words, you have no idea how fast you're going if you're doing a wheelie.
You don't need to. That is not the thing you should be paying attention to when doing a wheelie.
Your speed? Probably not.
Anything on the fucking... anything in the cluster you
Let's
should
take
not
a look at these bearings here. Oh, those are...
Crunchy.
They're not crunchy. They're smooth.
Oh, nice.
But they're stiff as fuck.
Greasy.
Which is good.
Did you repack them or no?
No, they're sealed bearings.
Yeah.
They're... Let's see if we can find the...
Obviously they're not too stiff because the bike was trying to roll away from us.
No, they're pretty good. They're Japanese bearings. Oh, indexes. Okay, that's how it works. See, these index on that.
Never said.
So it spins. But these are G60 30s. Or no.
You could just rotate the tire. It's a lot easier than being upside down.
I don't know how to read. I can't read that shit. They're like 68 something. 60, or no. They're 6303s. Which I don't know if I'm going to replace the bearings. They seem pretty good. Well, at least this one does. They're 6302s. So.
6302
So. That one feels pretty good, so let's test the other side. That's smooth. It's pretty good. And he's cleaned out in there. Holy shit.
Yeah. You know what I didn't bring?
I'm guessing this is a...
Towels. It's a...
There are towels in there. Paper towels in there.
Designed to keep the axles.
Yep, space
Straight.
proper.
Yeah, the tire is spaced in the axle.
Alright, I'll be right back. I gotta run up to the house, get the bead breaker, the tire tool, the valve stem remover,
You know how we deep break this?
all that stuff.
Fucking so. I just unburied this pallet under my truck and there's another one right there.
Well, hope the camera caught that fall. It turned off when it hit the ground. We're slowly working our way off the camera. So
Okay, from this side.
what I'm doing is working, I think. Alright, rotate the tire. Just He-Man it off.
I'm good for one thing.
Alright, we got to make sure we put the tire the right direction though, because it is directional. So this. I got to go up to the house and get brake clean too.
Yeah.
Because I got to clean the rim for balancing it.
And the rotor this week, I touched it.
Well, that too. But,
And grab your bit.
yeah, so I'm going to run up to the house and be right back. But, that's mildly painless. You're just gonna blow into it.
I've had worse.
I'm telling your girlfriend. There's no valve core. That tube has been patched before. We have a hole. That tube has been patched before.
Yeah.
I don't have a patch kit. I wonder if we can get one.
Yeah. No idea.
I wonder if there's one in town. We'll find out. But I'll be right back. Record button on the back.
Nice way to keep it. Ah, there. No. There we go. And it's blinking. What does that mean?
It means it's recording. Yes, it's recording.
Cool.
All right. So in our endeavor, we punctured the thing. And
Bye, Charlie.
in the fact that I'm a cheap ass, we went and picked up a tube kit. Because I am not worried. It's not like a regular tire. If a tube loses air.
I'm coming down tomorrow. Just went out, get off work.
Yeah, I should be off about 4, maybe 5, somewhere in there.
Tomorrow we're probably going to come here, transfer all the stuff from the toolbox, and then take my car back up,
Yeah.
and then come back. So.
Yeah, I don't have gas mileage. Trust me on that.
I think supposedly it gets like 45 when you're cruising.
Supposedly.
Supposedly.
According to that little baby gauge it's got right there.
Ow.
It's got a baby gauge.
Baby gauge.
All right. See ya.
All right, so what we're doing is we're getting ready to patch a tire. Or an inner tube, actually.
Yeah. So, obviously I did not realize that this tire was tubed, due to the fact that I just don't pay attention to shit.
And the old fat guy wasn't around to say that the older spoke tires usually were tubed.
I already knew that if it was spoked, it was tubed, but we're not gonna talk about it. All right? It's not.
Rednecks at work, basically, is.
Yeah.
That needs to be your title, Rednecks at Work.
Change the channel name.
Rednecks doing things. That would be cool.
It's gonna be called the Redneck Construction Company. All right. So we need to just scratch this up, multiple directions. We want to get as much surface area on this rubber as we can, because this is going to be my lifeline. Now, mind you, having a tube isn't nearly as dangerous as blowing just a tubeless tire. This is not going to evacuate air as quickly as if I blew a tubeless tire would. So I'm kind of safe, which is why I'm not really worried a whole lot about patching this tube.
Next step is to put the cement on.
Cement. And then we need to pick the appropriate sized.
Huge.
Patch.
It's got to be huge.
I think I'm going to go with this medium-sized one because I want to use the small one on that other one.
Because not only did he put one hole, they put two.
Yeah. Listen, I told the other dipshit in the family that I was working with, I said, listen, we got to be careful not to puncture this. I think it has a tube in it. He wanted to cut it off with a grinder. I said, I don't have another tube. He's like, oh yeah, it probably has a tube in it. I'm like,
Yes.
well, obviously. Alright, you want to make sure, I don't have a roller or any of the proper tools to do this, and this kit doesn't come with one because that would make too much sense, I guess. Thank you, slime. So you want to just get it pushed in there the best of your ability.
The ability, because you need some authority.
Ability. We also got to make sure when we put the tire back on, we put it on the right way, because those are directional tires. So, remind me. Hey, that's directional.
Which way does it go?
Yeah. But, I need to find some, you know what? When you don't have a tool, you make a tool. to make sure it gets in there nice and goody. Whatever that word is.
You want it good and tight.
You want it good and tight.
Good and tight.
And
Oh, fuck.
did I put it on upside down?
I think you may have put it on upside down.
Then we read the instructions.
Yes. Most people read the instructions first. Not us.
No, I applied it right.
Okay. You're not...
Patch. Remove the clear plastic on top. Secure patch. Remove plastic. Press firmly around the edges. Okay, well, we've done everything except for I have now pressed this plastic so tightly that it doesn't want to release from the patch.
That's called overdoing it, folks. Which is kind of what we do.
Yeah. Alright, now it says remove the plastic and throw it into the wind, because this is my property and it already looks like shit. So don't worry, we're going to have a big montage of cleaning this beautiful property up this summer.
And the other farm.
And the other farm. Yeah, this plastic is so strong, it is sticking literally to the rubber.
Well, that's a good thing.
Yeah, but the plastic doesn't stay.
Well, you know it's secured. That's the...
Ugh.
The face. I really don't need to know my son's masturbation face. Thank you.
Alright, we got one more. This is a tiny one, so hopefully it won't take a whole lot. That's what she
Is
said.
that what she said? There, damn it, beat me to it.
Did I do that?
As you can tell, we don't have the normal parent-child dynamic around these parts. That's good. That's a good thing, because it's much more entertaining. Somebody's here. Frankie.
He's mad at me because I told him he wanted to use mine and Mom's AAA to haul his van back.
Yeah.
I said, we get 3 tows each a year. I said, you get to pay a third.
It's amazing what they want until they realize they have to pay the bill.
He did it, or he used it, but he hasn't paid it yet, so we'll see.
At some point tonight, Timmy will wonder why in the hell his fingers are sticking together.
I'll be sitting at work going, what the heck? What the hell? What the hell? Don't say, what the hell?
He will pick up the phone and it will stick to his hand and it will like, what the hell?
What the hell?
What the hell?
Ugh.
Again, same thing he did before. Peeled the back off, put
Same verse, second verse, same as the first.
the batch up.
Will you wait? Let it kind of sit.
Yes, you must make sure that it is cooking properly. Properly.
Yeah, what? Like our Jack.
I don't know why I use that voice. Nobody in the world knows who the hell Julia Child is anymore.
You like our Jack.
Rednecks at work.
I showed that. I showed us rigging it up.
If it's stupid, but it works, it ain't stupid.
Of course, it's going to fucking rain.
Oh, fuck, my windows are down. Oh, well.
Yeah, hopefully it'll be done before the rain hits. Ohio weather be like, it's nice and sunny out and you're trying to get something done? Let me change that.
I think you're moving the patch, bud.
Listen. What the f- I'm being rusted. It's on the seam is the problem. It seems to be a problem.
Seemingly.
Seemingly. If this doesn't work, now I'm going to tear the tire back off and put another tube in it later. But for now,
He will just carry an air tank with him. Oh.
I have one. I got an air compressor. You plug, they hook straight to the batteries. All they have to do is have the bike running. It'll air its own tire up. But like I said, this isn't nearly as dangerous as having a tubeless tire, because if I get a hole in it, it's going to slowly leak out. Rubber's pretty resilient that way.
Tubes normally don't explode the way a tubeless tire can.
So I'm not too wary. Ugh.
But as always, we do what happens and see if it works.
Yep. Listen here, you dirty, rotten scoundrel.
I'm not sure the old shaky man is the best camera guy.
I'll get you some Viagra. I'll keep you stiff as a board.
I need plenty of water. I don't want her to get stuck in my throat. I'll end up with a stiff neck. Ha!
The dipshit brigade. That's what I'll call us. Charlie and I came up with, we're like, two idiots working on something. Charlie's like, why is it every time I work on something by myself, I get literally nowhere, but the moment we're working together, we make slow progress? I said, because I can work on it by myself and get it done, and you can't do shit. And he's like, fuck you.
That is what we call brotherly love around here.
Then I pop off and say, well, to be fair, it's two idiots working on the same thing. Eventually something will happen. It might not be what we want.
It might break. Something might break. Something might explode. By God, it'll do something.
It might not be exactly what we were planning on, but...
There you go. Two idiots and the old fat guy.
Two idiots and a fat man. Two idiots and a fat man walk into a bar.
Does sound like a hell of a joke, doesn't it? Alright, let's see what happens when they explode and fly off.
Yeah.
Actually, you're probably supposed to let it set longer, but we'll see. And we don't appear to have leakage.
Huh.
Holy shit, it might have worked.
How dare you doubt me? Alright, well let it sit under pressure. I want it to be expanded like that while it seals. Why? Because if you don't, the patch will actually be too small. It won't stretch properly, and then you can actually end up with another issue where when you air it up, the patch just rips off because, or it rips the patch, or it rips the tire in another spot.
Okay, so while we're waiting and seeing what happens with that, we can put on our directional tire. Directional means it goes on a certain way.
Yeah, so if we take a look here, there's usually an arrow. Yeah, front.
Yep.
So.
Okay, so, and we look on the bike and we can obviously see where the two bolts are is where the caliper was. Caliper's on this side, it's facing the right way. Timmy trying to stab himself as he takes things off.
Alright. So.
It's not fixed correctly if somebody isn't bleeding, by the way, just so you know.
If you ain't bleeding, it ain't working.
If it ain't bleeding, it ain't right.
Okay, where's the front? There's the front. So we want it to go on this way. So we need to get half of it on. As small as this tire is, I may be able to just manhandle it on. Who knows? And the reason we're only putting half of it on is, remember, we do have to put the tube inside. Yeah, there's... We've done some stupid shit before. Yeah, we've pulled some bright ones, folks. I paid my idiot tax one too many times already today. Yes. We're going to... Alright, well, we're getting the bar out. You son of a diddly. Now remember, folks, you want to always try to use as much force as use only the amount of pressure you need. You don't want to break things. Alright. Okay, this hurts here. There you go. Yes. You hear it there. Yes, I'm sorry, yourself. All we are trying to do. We never have to sit over this about. It's just other. You might also hurt a lot about it, so there's one come up here with the other. There you go. What do you want that? I'm very confused with that. And there's me.
Now wrestling his
tire.
We
We swapped over to the computer or to the phone because my card on my camera is full. So
we've got the tire on right now. We're trying to make sure it's a tube tire. These are spoke tires from the 80s. So yeah.
This is a 93. But now we need the valve core in it.
Love you too. Bye bye.
And then I gotta peel all the weights off, air it up. Yeah, I have it.
Okay, you might want to move it because garbage man, I'm not sure if he comes.
It's going up where Tim's car is right now.
Oh, okay.
I have to. He wanted me to go to Zanesville with him so I could take it home, and he'd bring me home after Zanesville. But we ended up not needing to go, so we didn't.
Okay.
So.
I'll let you know because I remember the garbage man comes tomorrow or next week.
Yeah, I'm gonna take it up to the house here in a little bit. All right, so we got the valve core in there. Now I need to put the air in it. You can find the cold pounds, cold PSI. This says 42. This is a 2-ply tire. It wants 42 pounds of pressure cold, which means when you're not running it, if you have been on the road, your tire will get hot, and there's actually a rating for that too, somewhere. Usually. Maybe not on this tire. But this one wants 42. So we're gonna, red is our gauge that we need, so 42, perfect.
Now, what you want to do is pick that up and bounce it around in a circle so that the bead will seal.
Yep. So we're gonna, well, I already sealed it. I put it up to 70 pounds of pressure on accident because it didn't have a valve core in it. By the way, if you don't have a valve core in your tire, it will
it's not
air up.
Sealed. See over here. See how close that is on that side?
It might not be then. All right, you want to hold that then?
Sure.
I bounce the shit out of this. I think it is sealed. I think we just scratched up the rim.
I don't know. That side doesn't look like it's quite out enough on the bottom there.
We just bent the shit out of the rim is the problem. So, it is.
Somehow. There we go.
It might stop after a certain time too. Now we got to balance this sucker. So I need to go get something to pull those old weights off, clean it up. We're gonna use this balancer. It's called a bubble balancer. This is a Harbor Freight
Special.
It works very well because all I'm doing is making sure it's balanced all the way around. So,
Oh, the camera's on that fucking side of the phone. Okay.
I forgot that I made it so my camera on my phone actually record the same. Also, I fixed the camera. This was all out of balance anyway because both of the wheel weights had fallen. Or all but one of the wheel weights had fallen off. Alright, so this thing, I might not be able to balance this now that I think about it. You can't balance these. I don't know, maybe.
It'd be rough to see that bubble.
It doesn't matter. It's too top heavy. It's got to push down on those springs. I'd have to pull the
entire guts out in order to balance it, yes.
yeah, I'd have to pull the wheel bearings out. To be honest with you, I really don't care. Balanced tire doesn't make much of a difference at this light of a tire. But I will ride the bike up and have it balanced at a shop when we go riding to Zanesville or something. So,
Okay.
for now, we're just going to put it back on the bike. So, you ready for that process?
Incoming audio call from Joy, whoever that is.
Joy. I don't know who that is either.
I get a lot
Instagram.
of those. I'm still not quite sure how an old fat guy has almost 300,000 followers.
Thank you guys for supporting the weak and feeble.
Fucking.
You had to see it coming. Alright, so I need to grease my shaft.
That's what she said.
I don't know if she's a she, if she's greasing her shaft.
No, she said you need to grease your shaft.
Alright, so we're gonna grease that up. Strictly on the fact that it'll stick where I need it to be. And then we're going to grease this sucker up because it needs grease. Crammed down in there. This is my speedometer. It's keyed. It keys to the tire. Alright. I need to move my barrel out of the way. And then I need to grease my rod. That's probably more what she said.
Probably.
You need to grease your rod. Because you ain't got me turned on. It's starting to rain. Quickly. Grease your rod faster.
Yeah, let's worry about the caliper and everything else to get the tire on. You go up and eat, I'll need to go up and eat.
Ugh.
I'll head up to the house. I got dinner from last night. I specifically set aside so I'd have it for tonight.
I don't know what he made. And honestly, I'd rather go into town and get my own food. Make my own dinner.
I have pork steak. And Allie cooks a hell of a pork steak. There's a reason I'm an old fat guy.
Ah, son of a bitch.
And the process has to start over again.
Fuck.
This is going to be a pretty long video.
It's going to be a hell of a long video, but I'm going to plan on cutting it down. What did Charlie do with the fucking rags? He put them in his truck, or in his car.
Probably.
Alright guys, it's the end of the video. I love you. Thank you guys for joining me and Tim and my brother on our journey, Charlie. Tim failed at recording for some reason. He failed at the last probably 20 minutes of us getting the tire on. I don't have that footage. Also, I lost footage when the camera hit the ground and a bunch of other stuff. But I do love y'all. Remember, guys, be kind to one another, love each other, and I'm rooting for you. See ya.